In this video, I'll be going over how to find niches for Etsy and also a little bit about pricing your Etsy products. So to be transparent, I don't consider myself an expert when it comes to Etsy or anything like that. I'm just showing possible ways that you could potentially find niches specifically for digital paper, as I currently have 5 active digital paper listings on my account. So let's get started. First, I just typed in dog digital paper, something really popular. It says there's 1,000+ results with ads. And then if I do this search here, it says 68 monthly searches. So this extension is actually Everbee, and Everbee is sponsoring this video. So if I scroll down, I can see all these other different digital papers. And I can just look at the pricing. So 285, 132, 275, 366, 76 cents. Wow. That's pretty cheap, honestly, for some paper that's digital paper. That's awesome. And then more $2. So then if I look at this, another extension to Everbee or another part of Everbee is a keyword research. I can type in DAW digital paper, get the search volume, the competition, and the keyword score. So this competition is actually almost 70,000. So that is probably too high. It's gonna be hard to make sales in this niche without running ads or having some sort of plan for advertising, or if you have really, really great keywords for your book or for your digital download, then potentially you can, but this just tells me that it's high competition. Search volume is low, so it's going to be hard to compete in this, in my opinion. And then if we just go over the pricing, so if I just go to the Etsy calculator here, so for sale price, let's say the one that was 76 cents. If I input that here, oh, I have $76, not 76 cents. There we go. Let's fix that. Okay. So I have a net profit, or this is what the calculator says, of 24 cents. So that's really not a lot, but maybe they're just trying to get more sales, or maybe they sell so many that that's fine. Totally up to you and your preference. So moving on after this, if I do like 250, for example, that's $1.81 in profit. There's no shipping expense or anything like that. You can input that here if there was any, or if you offer discounts, you could do that. So if there's a 10% discount, you get $1.58, 20% discount, $1.36, and then so on. It just keeps going and changing the revenue and profit that you would get. So moving on, let's try a different one really quick. So I love that calculator. I think it's amazing and very detailed, so I definitely recommend checking that out, especially because I see a lot of times people post that they made their first sale on Etsy, but they actually lost money, and it's because they didn't price their books correctly. So I recommend using that. I recommend looking at your competitors and making sure that you are competitive. Totally up to you if you want to be cheaper than everyone else to try to incline buyers your way. However, sometimes if you're too cheap, then people think the product isn't high quality. And then if you're too expensive, then it may be harder to get that customer rather than other ones. So looking at cat digital papers, 157 monthly searches. So that's more, so that's good. So that's more audience and more chances for people to find your digital paper. And then if I type it in here, 157 search volume, almost 40,000 competition, and a keyword score still of 0. But this is just another way. So I would do the same thing, scroll down, look at pricing. A lot of the digital papers are going to be about the same price. So I price all of mine the same right now, and they all have the same sort of discounts that you can get on them and things like that. But that's just my own personal preference. Definitely do what's best for you. So let me go up here, and I just want to type in digital paper and see what shows up. So 3.4 million competition and 1,000 search volume. That is a lot. In here, you can change the keyword score and things like that. So it'll show you the keyword scores with the highest. So this one is like flower, full papering. I'm not sure. So another thing is people type them in differently. So this one's paper, but it's spelled incorrectly. So sometimes that's something else to know. Vintage full paper. So maybe like vintage paper, animal, travel. Let's just try like travel digital paper and kind of see what shows up with that. 290 and 300 something searches. Scroll down. Yep, there's plenty of travel ones. So let me look at what this is here. And you can just keep doing this over and over again until you find one that you think that is good for you to create a book in or create a digital paper in. So search volume 290, competition 48,000. So still pretty high competition. Do this, you can change competition where it says as low as like not available. So basically almost zero, it seems like. And then also you can change the keyword score around. There are just so many things. So this is also a great place to just gather ideas for. So let me change the keyword score back here. And I can go through this list, or anybody can just go through this list and gather different ideas to research, different ones to look at. So I definitely recommend doing this. I think it's very helpful. So let's look at like lemon digital paper, for example, because that one seems to have a high score. I'm not sure it has much search volume though. It looks like 38 monthly searches, so not super high, but can see less competition here. It has, this one only says 4 competition, so that's pretty low. 7,500 keyword score. So I would just honestly keep going through, keep repeating and doing this, and then eventually find the niches and keywords that you want to use. I'm trying to do Daisy. There we go. And this can be just super useful in general. I love having the Everbee extension. It's actually really helpful to see like all the analytics and things like that. You can click on product analytics and view each product's actual analytics and find out so much more information. Retro flowers, Daisy, there's just so many here. Let's try one more. Let's do, let me think for a second here. Let me go back to our actual keywords, see if I can get an idea this way. Just keep scrolling through. There's mermaid, leopard. I think we might do leopard actually. Let's go up here. Let's go to leopard digital paper. Yeah, I didn't think I mistyped that. Let me fix that. Leopard digital paper. There we go. And it has 125 monthly searches. And of course, everything you do, check the trademarks and the copyright and things like that. So you always want to make sure you're not violating any of those rules. All right, so about the same pricing. There's plenty of those there, so people are creating this. So then let's go to leopard digital paper. Let's see, 125 volume, 41,000 competition. It says 0 niche score. But I would just keep doing this over and over again. I'd potentially create one here. I'd have to look and double check everything. But I love using this tool to gather some ideas, so I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. I just want to look and see if we can get one that does have a keyword score here. And then I saw like an Arial one down there that definitely is copyright, so be careful with that. I know the plaid here, I don't believe that's probably as well as if I change that over here. So this is a tool to use, and then go ahead and double check the work and just make sure it's something you want to create